Hi, this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and today I want to show you how to make some ticket, what do you call them? Snippets, ticket snippets. And I'm going to be using it in my recipe journal along with some other stuff. But I have made some progress along the way. The last video you saw probably, I was just making papers for the journal. And some of them I used and some of them I didn't use. I just added other papers and stuff for my signatures. But they were papers like this where I just kind of took my scraps and just kind of collaged them together and then made some papers to put in the journal. But I wanted some other pages to go along in there for the signatures. So I added other pages, you know, tea-dyed papers and whatnot, stuff like that. Magazine pages, just different stuff from cookbooks and stuff. Anyway, and I haven't put my signatures together yet. They're not sewn in, but I do have them together as far as what I want with it. And what I did with them, even though this is slightly off subject, is I'd seen a video of Louisa Heinzel's, and she showed like how she puts her papers, some of her journal signatures together, and then she kind of like beats them and adds different colors and different things like that. So I kind of got that idea from her, and I went on ahead and fussy cut out some different little images. I went on Creative Fabrica, and that's where I found a lot of the stuff for these. But anyway, we're not talking about this. We're going to be talking about making snippets for the journal. But I just wanted to kind of show you progress of where I am. And I've also done some coffee dyeing, different papers and envelopes, and I did some stamping, and just, I took a bunch of scrap papers and stuff like that and did some tea dyeing, and then kind of stamped on some of them. And then I was gifted a whole bunch of like vintage recipe stuff from Brenda of Works on YouTube, and she's gerwaiian on Instagram, and I'll have links in the description to her channels. And but yeah, she gave me a whole bunch of like vintage style recipe cards and different things that I can use in my journal, and I was just like, this is perfect. That was so awesome of her. So I took some of it, and I made like a little video of Instagram video of some of the stuff, and this is just a little quick recap. I just made like a little open up recipe thing that has the recipes on there, and this closes down. It's just interactive. There's some journaling space and stuff like that. And these are going to go into the journal, and these just were book pages that I decoupaged on here and collaged using old book pages and some of the stuff that she gave me. And then these are the actual recipes. And the reason why I put these, decoupaged it, is because the paper, it's like, you know, really brittle. But I wanted to keep it in its original form. So that's why you can still actually see the recipe, and you can make the recipe off of there, or I can make the recipe off of there, because this is going to be my book. This is I'm not selling it. This is for me personally. And, but yeah, this is just a little quick recap in case you hadn't seen the the Instagram video. And I just made some little cards, journal cards. These were from stickers and stuff that I had made. And then I had just put some, what do you call it? The pattern paper over top of it to give it that vintage kind of look to it. But anyway, so that's that. And then this has like a little pocket down in there. And then, you know, here was some ephemera also that I had made with just book pages and music sheets and things like that. And some stickers from the Dollar Tree. So, and I did a little stamping on those. But anyway, just to get back to what I was doing or wanting to show you, let me put all this back up. I want to show you some tickets that I made. Well, I didn't make them, but I tea dyed them. And you can use tea, coffee, or you can use other stuff. I'll show you another way that you can make them with not just only tea. But here are two of them, and these were just tea dyed little old snippets that I made. And it came from, hold on, I have a whole bunch of tea dyed tickets that I made. These are what they look like regular. It was just a roll that I got from Walmart, and I think Dollar Tree sometimes sells them. I don't know if they have them at certain times of the year, or I'm not sure. But anyway, you can use it with, you can tea dye them, you can leave them regular, but you know, this, I'll show you both ways. Anyway, I'm just going to give you an example. I'll show you an example using just the regular admit one tickets, and then I'll show you what you can do with them and how you can also idle them up just being plain. Okay, so I was watching, I think it's Shinoki Art, and actually let me just do 2 strips of these so I can just do a few at a time. And you can use the plain white ones, or you can use coffee dyed, tea dyed, whatever you want to do. These are already on here, but basically what she did, and I'll do one with paint and stuff on it, and one that doesn't have it on there. On Shinoki Art, she took bleach on hers because she had tickets that were like colored. They already had like red, blue, different colors, stuff like that. And she bleached it, let it sit for a little while. And then once it turned colors, she just added a bunch of different paints and things like that. So this particular one, I will add paints and things like that. This one, actually, I'll just go ahead and do both of them like that. Let me get my paints, and you can use acrylic paints. You can use different sprays, oxide sprays, alcohol inks, things like that. Just whatever. Just basically, you're just throwing colors on here. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I went and got my just black acrylic paint. I've got some white acrylic paint. And then I've got some just different sprays. This is Glimmer Mist Princess Blue. And I'm almost out of it. I'm almost out of all my sprays. I'm going to have to like restock up. Here's some, this is Golden Rose. I may or may not use that one, I'm not sure. And then this is Bakers and Crafters Brown and Bakers and Crafters Yellow. And then I've got some oxide inks, Twisted Citron, this is the Distress Oxide inks, Fossilized Amber, Vintage Photo. Let me see which one, this one. Yeah, this is the good one because I have 2 of them. One of them is not as good as the other. And then we have this peeled paint. So what I'm going to do is, it's going to be super simple and super quick, is I'm going to first, I'm just going to dab some of these on my plate, these colors, these Distress Oxides, and literally I'm just going to like spray water on them. I mean, it's like a super simple process. And you can dry your tickets once we dab them into it. You can dry them in between colors, or you can just go ahead and do whatever you want. Now, you can spray it with water, or what I'm going to do in this case is I'm actually just going to take this brush. This is, what number is this? Number $2. It doesn't really matter. Just take a paintbrush, or you can spritz some water on it. However you want to do it. It's up to you. But I'm just doing this just to make it easier to just dab. Then I'm going to just spray some of this spray on here. It looks red, but it's really pink whenever it comes out. That rose, that golden rose. And then we've got this blue. If I can get it to come out, like I said, I'm almost out. I don't know. I might have to, yeah, there we go. It's going to have like a little sheen to it, which is fine. And then I'm going to spray some of this brown, this yellow, and some brown. Like I said, I'm almost out of some of these. And then I'm just going to go ahead and get my black and white acrylic paints. So we're using acrylic paints, alcohol ink, and some Distress Oxide inks from the pad. Oops. I don't think I needed that much, but it'll be okay. Alright. So basically all I'm going to do, I'm going to water down this black. Ooh. And then I'm just going to dip these. No rhyme or reason. We're just going to dip. And we're going to get some colors. And we're just going to move it around. And I think I might let that dry first. Do this one the same way. And I like how you can still see the word admit one, or the words admit one. And I think I will dry these in between. Maybe not. Oops. And I'm just going to sprinkle on some of this black. And then I'm just going to sprinkle on some blue. We're just basically sprinkling on different stuff, just to give it that look of grunginess. And super simple. And I'm going to sprinkle on some white. And then I'm just going to dry it. And then we're going to be ready for the next step. But before I dry it, I want to show you something. Let me zoom in. I just happened to notice this. Do you see how the black is kind of starting to go, like form a line, like distressing the edges? Well, let's see. The black paint. That was by accident. Let me see if I can, let me back up just a little bit. I'm going to see if I can get it to continue on down. So if I just add some water, maybe it'll just go ahead and outline the tickets. Let me back up a little bit more. I don't know if you can see it all the way. So the water is basically just kind of falling in there. It's like, instead of me having to distress it myself, it's going to already have like a black distressed edge, sort of. That's what I'm going to try to do. I hadn't planned on doing it like that, but now that I see it, I like it because it defines it. So I think I'm going to do the other one just like this, and then I'll dry it. You see the difference? One's more pronounced than the other. So yeah, I'm going to do this one like that. Hopefully I don't mess it up. And then I'll dry it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have these and they're dried now, and this is what they look like so far. And you can kind of see the black, you know, outline in it. But I'm still going to go through and I'm going to distress it. I'm just going to take some of this Vintage Photo archival ink. And you can use distress oxide inks, archival inks, or, you know, any type that you're comfortable using. This is just to give it a little bit more darkness. And I feel like it needs a little bit of brown added to it, just to kind of give it that grungy sense, you know. And you could use brown, you could use black, or you could do both if you want to. But I'm just going to do the brown archival Vintage Photo ink because I felt like it did need brown in it. It was missing something. So I'm going around this little curve, these little notches too, make sure I get in there good. And we're going to be adding these to some fabric, just some solid muslin fabric. And you can use any color or, you know, that you like, whatever your taste is, you know. And these tickets, they don't have to be this color or they don't have to be grungy. If you're not into that, like, you could do like a lighter color if you wanted to, you know, maybe pinks or, you know, not sure, whatever your color style is or color palette is that you like. It's fun to do, and it's really super easy too. And these are very cost effective because they're cheap. Like I said, I think the Dollar Tree had, well, my Dollar Tree usually has some, maybe not quite as big of a roll, but I have seen them in there at the Dollar Tree before. But yeah, these I had gotten from Walmart though, because where I work at, sometimes we do raffles, and I was part of a group where we were doing raffles. I was in charge, and so I just bought some tickets, and I was just like, you know what, I've got all these leftover tickets, so I'm just going to use them in my craft, so why not, you know. But yeah, so many things you can do with these, and they're kind of simple, and I made them to where they are kind of simple so that you can build up on it and create your own craft using it. So, but I want to show you what I'm going to do with it on one or two of my pages of my journal recipe book or recipe journal. Yeah. So basically, after I get these distressed, all you're going to need are your strips of fabric, and we're just going to stitch them on, like super duper easy. And all you need is some paste. You can use wet glue, or you can use like paste, or what. Well, paste is technically a wet glue too, but I'm just going to use a glue stick instead of art glitter glue. But just use whatever you have that's available. And so I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. I just got some fabric right here, and let's see. These tickets are roughly 1 inch, so like 1.5 inches, because you want to have some leftovers on the side. You want to have maybe 1/4 inch on each side, roughly. So I'm just going to eyeball this, and I'm just going to tear it. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm just going to tear it. And this is long enough basically to cover both of these strips. So simply all I'm going to do, and I mean it can't get any easier than this right here, is I'm literally just going to take my glue stick, and in the center of the glue stick, in the center of the fabric, I'm just going to glue. And it doesn't have to be all the way down unless you don't want to stitch, then because you can make the snippet rolls without using the sewing machine if you want to, or you could slow stitch if you wanted to, and maybe add some extra little details on there, and that would keep this in place. Maybe you wanted to add some embellishments or some, you know, clips or, you know, just whatever. But to me, right, this particular example, I'm going to be stitching. So I just put my glue in the middle, add this on here. And if you didn't want to do that first process of painting it or whatever, if you wanted to just have, you know, like tea dyed or coffee dyed, it doesn't get any simpler than that. Just literally just tea dye or coffee dye your tickets, glue them on here, and then we're just going to send them through the sewing machine right quick. Okay, so now I'm just going to, I'm going to take this whole strip that I have here, and I'm just going to feed it through the sewing machine. I'm going to use a single stitch. I'm just going to feed it on in there. And I have, guys, I have 2 different color threads because I started out with brown and I completely ran out. So I have like brown and black. So, but it'll be all right because it's mine. This is going in my journal anyway. So sometimes you have to improvise and do what you got to do, right? All right, so let's start this. And you could stop at each one, but I'm not. I'm literally just going to go straight down. Now, see right here is where we have the 2 different ones. I want to try to keep it together. I want to do a back stitch and then come back. I just wanted to make sure that that bottom part was secure. And we're just going to turn it around and come back down. And do the okay, and now all I'm going to do, let's take that off. And then I'm just going to go across on this one and then on this one. And then the same thing here, here, here. And then just go across until we get similar to how I did these. See how you have it here, 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 and here. And I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have them. This is what it looks like. And I kind of think I like these a little bit better than the coffee dyed ones. But both of them are cool. I mean, not coffee, but tea dyed. But, because I like that look. I really do like that look. But anyway, I'm going to show you, so let's see. Let's just find us a page that we can use it in. Let's see. Most likely this is going to go near here. So some of the colors that are in this one it kind of matches that right there. So I'm just going to take some ephemera. I have some, these I made from back when, a few videos ago when I was grunging up some stuff. And I want to make a cluster using some of it. And what I could do, let's see, I like that coffee die cut thing. Maybe, let's see, admit one. I could just cut a little piece of this. I might have to go back to the sewing machine, I don't know. And I'm just going to cut off a little piece of snippet. And, oh, here it is. And it's got just enough color in here to where I can add this. Let's see. I could create maybe a side pocket or something. I've got some leftover ephemera from that same coffee dye packet. I had tore up some of this and used it with something else, and I got some remaining pieces of it. So maybe if I make like a little pocket out of it. Let's see. Or if I just put this one here like this and don't use that. I think I'll do that. And then maybe, let's see, what is this? I like this to kind of go with it. That one. This right here comes from a digital freebie that I have on my Facebook page. It's called Food Quotes, so I might use that. And it has different little things in there. Not that, that's from a tea bag. But let's see. It's got little quotes and stuff. They're very miniature, very small. But you could, when you print them out, you could enlarge it if you wanted to. It has different little things in there, little quotes and words and stuff. So lunch. Let's see. Let me find like a little word or something that I could use with it. So we've got like wine and cheese, which doesn't really go with the breakfast. Look, I might not use that one. Well, I might not put it on this page. Maybe a page that's kind of neutral. Let's see. That's got cookies. Let's see. It doesn't have to be this signature. Let me see. Maybe this one right here. This is kind of cute. Well, this page is kind of thin because I've got so many different. You know what? Maybe no. That's kind of dark. I'm so indecisive. Here we go. Maybe we could put it on this one right here. Yeah, we'll put it on this page because these are kind of blank. So. Yeah, I'm gonna put the mid one. I'll put that like right there. And then just kind of create like a little cluster. I'm gonna find some words. Let's see. I think I have one that has something about wine not, like why not? But it's the wine. If I can find it. Here it is. It says wine not. Like I said, these are kind of small, so you could always increase the size if you wanted to. I'll put it over here on this one. Yeah. That way the red from that can kind of go along with this. And then this needs like a backdrop of some sort. Let's see. I had stamped some images, so maybe. Yeah, I think I'll put these together. So let me glue these, and this time instead of using paste, I will use like some art glitter glue. But first let me back these on some cardstock because these are kind of thin. Let's see. Here's a piece of tea-dyed paper that I can glue these on. To me, it just makes it a little bit stronger and more sturdier, because that's going to become a pocket. So I need something sturdy. So let me glue that on and cut that out, and then glue these together, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I put that on here on this page. I did stitch it on, and but I feel like it needs something else before I glue these down. So I'm just going to add a little bit of cheesecloth behind this wine glass. Just a little small piece to give it character. And yeah, I'll kind of have it going like this. Well, let me turn it. Well, let's see. Yeah, kind of like that. I think that's not too much. I don't think, you know. So let me see, where's my glue? So let's put a little bit of glue here just for the cheesecloth to stay in place, if it'll stay. And then I'm just going to glue down this. And now that it's more sturdy, I have more confidence in it. I'll just put it like that. And it kind of pulls in the admit one ticket and this pocket right here. And then I want to put wine not. Like, why not? Why not? And once again, this is from the Food Quotes Freebie digital on the Multimedia Crafts Digital Facebook page of mine. I have other free digitals on there as well. I'm going to try to start putting more of them up there. But yeah, this, you can imagine, let's see, what is that? This is actually, oh, wine. Look at there. Let's see. Day when wedding bells ring. Well, that's not wine, that's fruit punch, I guess. But they're in wine glasses. So you can imagine this would look pretty good in this pocket right here. You know, this is just an example of how you can use your ticket. That's one example, and I want to give you another example. Let me just, I guess, I'll just find another page. Did I look in this one already? We just did that one. Well, I'm going to use one of these this time. So I'll probably, let's see, I could make a belly band. I could have it going across. You know what? I just realized, I guess all of them are like that. One's upside down, one's right side up, upside down, right. I guess that's how they're made. I don't know. Or I just didn't pay it any attention. No, they're not like that. I did that by accident because I had some singles. But they do come out going the same direction. But somehow I had some singles. And when I put them on here, I put the singles upside down. It's okay. Let's see. What about these? Admit one, admit one. Yeah, they're all going different directions. You know, that would look kind of good right there. That's not a pocket, though. But I could make us a pocket with this. But I was, well, what color? Yeah, I used green already. I need one. I want to make something with this color. Let's see. That's too much, too busy. That's kind of too busy. I need something to tone some of these down. Now this would look good on here. So I'm going to make a pocket, like a simple pocket. And I think I'll make it out of, let's see. I don't know. Now here, this is also part of that digital freebie. I might just add this on top of, you know what? I think I will. I will add this on top of here. Let me just go ahead and do that while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so these two are turned the same direction. So let's go ahead and snip a piece of that off of this roll. And this is going to go up here. And I will add this. This is really a journal card, but I'm turning it into something different. Well, I'm going to use it for a different purpose. I'm just going to glue this part right here. And then, instead of having blue on blue, I'm going to add this to maybe some brown or a darker color paper. Okay, so this is a piece of a folder, a manila envelope folder. So I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to glue this on. I'm probably going to stitch around the edges. So let me cut this. I'm going to cut and stitch around the edges, and then I'm going to glue it on here. Okay, so we've got this. So let's go ahead and glue that on. Make us a little pocket. I'm going to put that there. And I was rummaging through this stack, and also this is that stack that Brenda gave me, and look at these paper clips that she made. These are her rusted paper clips. Check out her channel and you'll see she's made a bunch of like really neat stuff. But yeah, these are some paper clips. I'm definitely going to be using those too. But in this stack I found this little old piece of newspaper, and I feel like this page needs something else added to it. So I think I'm going to maybe add this. First, let me distress it. Yeah, with my little archival ink. And I'm just going to glue it down as just like an embellishment to the page, because the page is kind of blah, yeah, just kind of just there. And I'm being really careful because these pages are very sensitive because of the age. But I love it. I love these pages. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue it to this. I probably should have pasted it, but it's fine. It will still stay. Using art glitter glue. I'm going to glue it to this embossed page here. And it has like a little recipe. And so yeah, it has what, beef steak and onion. That looks pretty good. I bet that's pretty tasty. I'm probably going to try some of these recipes. I don't cook a lot. I need to. I mean, I cook some, but not like a whole lot. I have like really easy to fix foods and stuff. But yeah, I need to cook more than what I have been. So yeah, let me make sure I turn this the right direction. I like that. And I thought about distressing this, but I think I'm going to leave it because I like that white up against the brown, and it kind of looks good like that. So I might make this like a little, I would make that a tuck spot, but since we already got a little pocket here, there's probably really no, well, I could still do it. I'm so indecisive. Yeah, I'll make it into like a little tuck spot. So I'm going to put this here. And now we've got us a little tuck spot with that. And then I've got this little quote from the Food Quotes Digital. And good food mood. I think that's what, is that what that says? Yeah, close enough. I think I'll put that here. Yeah, I'll put that there. Okay, and so we basically have this ready. Well, this page is pretty much ready. I didn't realize I had that pocket back there on this one. So, I mean, I could actually go ahead and stick that down in there so I don't forget it. But, yeah, that's an example of how you can use some of these little ticket snippets. Like I said, you can get them from the Dollar Tree, you can get them from Walmart, different places, or you probably already have some, or maybe your job already has some that they don't need or something. But anyway, this is what I made with it. So we have our colorful ones, which I really love how they turned out. They turned out better. They turned out better than what I expected them to in comparison to these. Now I like these too, don't get me wrong, but it's just something about the colors of these. It kind of reminds me of like some of the Seth Apter fabrics and stuff like that. So if you don't have his fabrics and those colors and Tim Holtz and all that stuff, you can kind of create something similar and use it in your journals and stuff in the same manner. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.